So when I was in the Marine Corps and going through machine gunner school, we lived by the phrase, happiness is a belt-fed weapon. Now I'm honestly not sure if that saying applies to this light machine gun from World War I with a tractor tire for a magazine. What's going on, guys and gals? My name is Shadox and welcome to the Armory. So if you guys haven't already guessed, today's episode of the Armory is about the Lewis gun. We will go over the weapon's strengths, weaknesses, and best specialization setup for you to use. As always, feel free to leave your questions in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them as quickly as possible. To start out with, the Lewis gun is a magazine-fed, light machine gun for the support class unlocked at support rank 10. It features a standard magazine size of 47 rounds, a 540 rounds per minute rate of fire with a muzzle velocity of 350 meters per second. The Lewis gun deals a maximum damage of 25.1 and a minimum of 18.5 per bullet, and this makes the weapon require between 4 and 6 bullets to kill. The weapon does have a lengthy reload, clocking in at 3.55 seconds for a tactical reload and 4.5 seconds if the weapon is completely empty. Taking a look at the Ttk chart for the Lewis gun, we can see that it has a minimum time to kill of 333 milliseconds, and at 10 meters, this increases to 476 milliseconds. The Lewis gun definitely isn't the fastest killing weapon in the game, and so engagements with this weapon will need to be chosen carefully. The weapon's excruciatingly slow bullet velocity also hinders the weapon's long-distance capabilities, but this is a trait shared across all light machine guns and not just the Lewis gun. Before we take a look at the recoil and spread of the Lewis gun, let's go over what specializations the Lewis gun has to offer. Quick aim to reduce the ADS time by 33%. High velocity bullets to increase the muzzle velocity by 10%, however this is bugged at the moment and the game actually gives you reduced drag instead, giving the weapon a flatter trajectory. Slings and swivels to reduce the weapon's switch time and shoot time from sprint by 15%. Ported barrel to decrease the weapon's horizontal recoil. Extended magazine to put a bigger tractor tire on your weapon, upgrading your magazine capacity to 97 rounds. Barrel bedding to reduce spread while stationary and aiming. Recoil buffer to decrease the vertical recoil. An improved bipod to reduce spread while using the bipod. Choosing which specialization to run with will depend on your intended playstyle with the weapon. If you want to use the Lewis gun aggressively and always be on the move, then choosing quick aim, ported barrel, barrel bedding, and recoil buffer will allow you to use this weapon like a Big Mag KE7. And in fact, despite the weapon's poor close quarter potential and high TTK at long range, I had a lot of fun using this weapon extremely aggressively. I found the Aaa Sight perfect for this role, as it barely obstructs your view and allows you to keep good amount of situational awareness and increases the ease of snapping between targets. The other playstyle suited to this weapon is more in line with the defender, someone who likes to wait for their prey to come to them and are usually bipoded up on long sight lines. For these players, then quick aim, slings and swivels, extended mag, and improved bipod are the way to go. There is a 15% penalty to your reload times with the extended mag, but since the weapon is a light machine gun, you do not need to worry about overheating the weapon, and your 97 rounds is more than enough to deal with many targets. Slings and swivels will help you switch to your pistol faster if you are caught off guard, and the Mark 6 revolver is a great choice for any player, not just the defender playstyle. Controlling the recoil on the Lewis gun is pretty straightforward. Your first 5 bullets will have almost no horizontal recoil and will just zip straight up. The 6th through the 8th bullet will veer off to the left, followed by a few rounds to the right, and then the horizontal recoil will die back down. Due to this, bursts of 5 to 6 rounds are recommended, but in some scenarios where you just have to keep pulling the trigger, just be ready to pull right when you hit that 6th bullet and then left to counter the horizontal recoil. Once you get over the hump, it's smooth sailing. The Lewis gun is a great bridge between the light and medium machine guns and can serve in almost any combat situation. It doesn't have the fastest rate of fire, but it does offer the largest magazine capacity for the light machine guns, and the recoil is extremely easy to control. The Lewis gun is great at both assaulting objectives as well as defending them, and can easily deal with crowds of people. Another benefit that helps the weapon even more is going back to low horizontal recoil. Landing headshots on people behind cover is a breeze compared to more unwieldy weapons, and the Aaa Sight is perfect for this. Simply line up the horizontal bar with their cover and watch them drop in 2 to 3 shots. For defensive players, I would recommend the 3x scope, and this will allow you to get a great sight picture on your target and hit players behind cover with ease. But be careful not to get tunnel vision. Always be listening for footsteps and watching your minimap. If you hear some footsteps behind you but you do not see a blue dot on the minimap, then it would be wise wise to switch to your secondary and turn around before you get stabbed. Overall, the Lewis gun is a great all-rounder. It has the ammunition count to take out hordes of players and can hold its own in the hands of an aggressive support. Don't rely on its hipfire because it's absolutely horrible, and always make sure to watch your back. My name is Shadox, and I hope to see you on the battlefield.